Hey y'all, and welcome back to Music Monday. And tonight, for episode 11, we're gonna talk about how Mr. Wack 100 got served up by Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle's bodyguard. Yeah. So later on in the video, I'm gonna show y'all some footage of the aftermath of the video, because what word on the street is right now, it's like the video of the actual KO ain't surfaced or nothing like that, but the aftermath video have. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the aftermath video and later on in the video. But before that, we're gonna talk about how I think this just goes to the old verbiage of, if you run your mouth long enough, you're gonna find somebody that run theirs a little bit more. Also, think you tough, you're gonna run into somebody a little tougher too. And also, you just can't keep going around disrespecting the dead like that and expecting to be respected. So in that case, this is how I'm gonna break it down. All right, we're gonna split it like this. I'm gonna do it in the I feel him, and I'm gonna do it in I feel this other side. You know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, which I don't like using that word. But anyway, as far as me looking on outside looking in, from what I see, Mr. Wack been going around for a while, running his mouth about just various subjects. You know, he into it with T.I. and he was into it with Nipsey peoples. He's into it with some other people, and word on the street, super low key, is actually more than just them people on his head. You know, he got a lot more people that want him. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do when you out here just slanging words all out your mouth with no proof or nothing, and you just think somebody gonna respect what you got to say? No, that's not gonna happen. So I think, one, it's kind of deserved if you gonna run your mouth about somebody that you really didn't know like that, and you only judging off some musical stats. That musical stats don't equivalent to the type of person somebody is. Some use music as an image, some use it as real life, some use it as therapy. People use music in a different way for different things. So you can't equate that to what he did on the streets, because I'm pretty sure if Mr. Wack 100 know the law well, and he know the street law well, street cats don't tell on themselves. You know, street niggas don't be going around saying too much about what they doing on the streets, you know. But that's just me. That's just how I think, and that's just how I roll. So I'm looking at it like, okay, I think homie got what he deserved, because you going around disrespecting dead folks, you going around disrespecting people that you don't really know, and you just basically trying to get a name for yourself, or get a name in order to sell something or sell some type of image, which some folks ain't playing around with. You were actually speaking on somebody that influenced people. You were actually speaking on somebody that had just a little bit of influence where he was at, and it was getting much broader. Matter of fact, it was medium sized, about to go even larger from what he was doing. His albums started selling even before he died. His music started picking up more mainstream, and more people started to get on him. But you wouldn't know that if you wasn't really paying attention to him before he started blowing up nationally. He been doing things in this community for a while, so you can't salt that man for that. As far as being like a legend in the game, people peg legends as they own. You know, some people consider Pac a legend, some don't. Some people consider Biggie a legend, some don't. Some people consider Trick Daddy a living legend, some don't. You know, it's just how some people think. It's how some people want to translate those things. So I figure, from me looking in, from the outside looking in, I would basically say, yeah, how I was taught and how the old verbs go, you got what you want. You know what I'm saying? You got your issue. Now, as far as him going, I understand that he caught the KO, or he caught the hands, and dude left. Word on the street is too. If you're in a situation where you're going to get caught, put in jail for putting your hands on somebody, of course you're gonna dip. I have never seen anybody get into a fight, beat up their opponent, and sit there and glorify it until the police came or that rival's help came and they actually stood there and was sat there long enough to glow. Now we in the age of cameras, so people be flashing and flicking, and that brings me to the video part. So I want y'all to sit back and see the aftermath of this, and I'm gonna get back with y'all in a second.
He gone, though. He okay, he gone. Oh, he already left. Oh, he already left. He already left. I'm not running around with the dope shoes. No, we ain't trying to run with him. You knock me over the dope shoes, my nigga. No, we gotta get out. No,
All right, we are back now. See what I meant? Y'all seen what happened? The man was dazed and confused. He didn't know what was going on. He was looking all over the place like, what's happening? My man knocked me out. You know what I'm saying? Dude hit me. He got me. What's up, man? Let's squabble one-on-one. You know, we know how hood rules go. If you get hit, if you get knocked out and that person's gone by the time you knocked out, hey, you got to either go to where that person is and see that person, or you got to wait till y'all cross paths again. And you just got to take that L. Now, hopping on social media right afterwards, which I was going to get that part of the video, but y'all can see that. You know, y'all can go on the Instagram or whatever and catch that part. I'm not trying to be biased, but the only reason I don't want to get that part because I don't want to have too much of that man's face in my videos and then he coming all after me for some, you know. So I'm gonna have what's public knowledge right now, you know. But yeah, you seen what happened. You heard what was said. You heard how everything was laying. Now it's on you to decide, you know, whether he did or he didn't. But from first-hand account of people that were actually there, he got laid out. He got a combo put on him, and somebody, I guess, close enough to J-Rock and Wack 100 basically said, yeah, dude came in there, he seen dude, and it was basically on site, no talking. Boop, 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 boop. Boy was on ground. Dude was out. You know what I'm saying? And to J-Rock, I'm not glorifying nothing that homie did, but what I will say is, if you get into a fight, you flawlessly knock out your opponent, you don't have to leave no type of bruises. It's fighters in the UFC that go 3 rounds, 5 rounds in a fight, and we clearly see them getting punched all in their grill, and they don't have nothing on their face. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter. Now, what does matter is the energy that travels through your body. And what happened was that man J-Rock is a bodyguard. So that means he has had specific training on how to strike someone and not leave a bruise. Dude, most of y'all get that. I don't want y'all to gloss over that. Most people don't understand that when you become a bodyguard, you have to go through some training. You have to go through boxing, karate, wrestling. You have to know how to defend the person that you're protecting. Also, you're allowed to have weapons. So I'm pretty sure when J-Rock was there, he had some type of pistol on him just in case it popped off like that, you know? So him probably having a ratchet combined with him being a bodyguard, combined with him knowing some stuff, I'm pretty sure he wasn't going to sit around long enough and let y'all just take pictures of him while he was standing over Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. You're incriminating yourself doing that, and why? Just why, period. So that's what I think, in my opinion. But like I said in the video you seen previously, you can put 1 and 1 together and make 2. Now, if you put 1 and 1 together and make 4, then I don't know what's going on in your life, and I don't know what's going on with you, but cool. But what I'm saying is, if you do dirt, you get mud. Because nowadays, people is mixing they dirt with other dirt and water and making mud, so it's going to stick to you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when you had beef, you could just knuckle up, everybody would shake hands, they'd be gone. Now, these days, cats don't want to take no L, especially not with no hands. So, you either get gunned down or you get jumped. You get gunned down or you get jumped. Either way it go, the outcome is not like the outcome of old. So it's a different game being played. And I understand why some people will sit there and fight, and I understand why some people don't. So that's just my take on that little issue. And my final take on the entire thing is, folks, if y'all can go out there and talk crazy about somebody that's no longer here, just know you have to suffer the repercussions of what you're talking about. Now, if you turn around and get caught by that said person I was saying before, and you get the hands put on you, you just know, take 2 minutes to think about what you're saying the next time you're saying something about somebody. If not, you can do what Wack did after the fight. You just get up and say, hey man, I ain't took no L, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no scars in my face or none of that. Cool. All that's cool. But from what we seen, you was getting held up off the ground, and you was getting held back by security because you got some hands put on you by somebody that you was talking bad about. But that's just my opinion. Disclaimer, I don't personally know Wack 100. I don't personally hate the man for no reason, but the shenanigans that he been pulling, I just knew that it was gonna come to this. But we all know the game. We know how it goes. You gotta play it how it goes. So if you get caught out there in them streets running your mouth, and then you get caught by some people that you've been running your mouth about, you gotta either knuckle up or apologize or run. Either way it go, you gotta do something. But that's all I got to say about that, man. This has been your boy Top Dot, man. Another Music Monday. I would love for y'all to subscribe. If y'all can hit that like button so this video can rotate around, because you know what I'm saying, I'm getting back on my campaign hard of like, subscribe, share, so I can get these young subs up and this time up so we can get this channel booming in the next year. So I got big plans and I'm trying to do something. So y'all go ahead and slap that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what's going on with you and what you think about this topic. So till next time, I holla at y'all, y'all holla at me. Music Monday out. This is D.